Now, and you're just joining our coverage here, ongoing here. Bob Mueller spoke 20 minutes ago. Go ahead and tell us your initial reaction, Mr. Speaker.
Well, you know, Ken Starr issued an independent counsel report on Bill Clinton. He said, he used the word guilty 11 times. 6 of them were obstruction of justice. He just wasn't complicated. He didn't say we have to indict. He just said, you asked me to report, here's my report. He's guilty. He did these things. Now, if Mueller felt that if Mueller used the word guilty once, we'd be in a different world. But Mueller wrote this convoluted, complex, you know, two entire chapters, and doesn't conclude anything that is dispositive. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but as a historian, I look at that stuff, and it certainly didn't come down and say President Trump is guilty of anything, where Starr said unequivocally that Clinton was guilty on 11 counts. And that's a major difference of where we are today. Both Comey and Mueller are trying to have it both ways. They'd like to be statesmen. They'd like for everybody to respect them. But in Mueller's case, he had 2 full years. He had a huge team. They wrote a report. Now, if they can't get their report right, I don't know why they're coming back later to tell us what it is they wish they might have said. And I think Mueller's better off, frankly, just it's over, go home, relax. In Comey's case, I think he's scared to death of what Attorney General Barr is doing, and the fact that a lot of stuff's going to be come public that's going to make Comey's directorship look really, really bad.
2 things here, and go ahead and address them. On point number 1, insufficient evidence on Russian collusion. You could draw the inference that they could not find it because it did not exist, or they weren't able to locate it because they could not make it fact. Your reaction?
Oh, come on. I mean, give me a break. They interviewed 500 people. They spent millions and millions of dollars. They put several people in solitary confinement for lengths of time which frankly should be un-American. If they didn't find it, what are they complaining about? They had all the resources. They had a whole bunch of very smart left-wing lawyers, all of whom disliked Trump. They went all out, and they didn't get anything. Now, at some point in the hunt, you got to decide there's no deer in the forest. And the fact is, they couldn't prove anything. And they ought to relax and just say, you know, in the absence of proof in America, you are innocent. Therefore, by definition, President Trump is innocent.
Point number 2 on obstruction. We did not make a determination based on long-standing guidelines within the DOJ that a president cannot be charged, a sitting president. It would be unfair to consider it a crime if there is no trial. React to that, Mr. Speaker.
Well, they don't have to say it's a crime. They could say, we found him guilty of obstructing this. I mean, Ken Starr didn't say, let's go indict Clinton. Ken Starr said the Congress should be aware of the following facts, and he rendered a judgment. Now, Mueller had every right to render a judgment without demanding an indictment. He could have said, we have reached a conclusion that he was guilty of obstruction. They don't say that. So again, in the absence of a conclusion that he's guilty, under the American system, he is innocent. And in the 2 major areas that Mueller investigated, you have to say, if you're playing by the American rules, and a person is innocent until proven guilty, that Trump is innocent on both those counts.
Thank you, Newt Gingrich.